Hello, my name is Alicia Dreams, and today I'm doing the nerdy narrative tag. I was tagged by Rob is Doing Things, and the tag was originally done by Codex Cantina, and it was based on the channel The Nerdy Narrative. So actually, he tagged me back in April, on April 5th, and now it's the middle of May. So, like, I filled out the prompts and then, like, I completely got lost in work in Camp Nano last month. So, here's the prompts. This is what I originally wrote, and I can't even remember when I filled out these prompts. But here goes. Okay, so the first one, science fiction. What is a futuristic or imaginative element in a book that you are glad is not real? I'm generally really okay with most sci-fi elements, and like, yeah, no one really would like a hostile alien invasion. But recently, there's this trend on Tumblr saying that we're living in the late stages of capitalism, and that we're with the pandemic, we're practically in a dystopia already. And yeah, while it felt like we were in a dystopia under Trump, especially with the insurrections, and I think things are better with Biden, but I still don't think this country should have opened back up this soon. We don't have enough people vaccinated. So I don't think so I think because of recent events, I don't enjoy pandemic style dystopias right now, which is weird because in 2019, if you asked me my favorite sci-fi book, I would have chosen World War Z. Okay, so number 2, horror. What was the scariest moment for you while reading a book? Speaking of World War Z, I remember there's this one scene where the adults started killing the kids because the zombies began getting into their building, like they hadn't been bitten yet, but the adults were killing the kids instead of fighting the zombies. And actually, this moment ties with another moment in the book where this family was traveling up from Canada, from somewhere in the Midwest, and like the family ran out of food, and the camp of people they had ended up in reverted to cannibalism. Like, it's clear that the one telling the story had no choice but to eat the carcass of a person, and I don't think she knew at the time because she was just a kid. But those moments still haunt me, and I tend to skip them on rereads or not read them when I'm gonna go to sleep. I just really don't want to dream about them. I'm not gonna risk that. Number 3, fantasy. What would you import from a fantasy world into our own world? I wish like really long lives were a thing that everyone enjoyed. Like, I know most people would say, I wish magic was real, but for me, I'd like to expect to live thousands of years and all of my loved ones to live that long too. Comic and manga. What's a comic you enjoyed or one that you wanted to check out? This is tough. I think I want to go with the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I can't remember which one it was, from the library, so it was a collection of issues, and it was like a hardbound book. And I wonder if my library has a record of what I read. It was so exciting to see an Afro-Latino superhero. I am pretty sure Miles is my first Latino superhero, and oh my god, I just love him so much. And I loved Into the Spider-Verse. I love seeing it in theaters. But yeah. And then for one that I wanted to check out, I really want to check out. I'm in the process of reading She-Hulk, because I wanted to get ready for the show that's coming soon. So yeah, like Jennifer Walters from Marvel also. There's some stuff I want to check out in Batman. Like, I want to get into Damian Wayne's background, his story, because my friend just told me something that happened in Batman Beyond. And he's like, Damian's like Ra's al Ghul's replacement. And I was like, no, not my baby Damian. Sorry. I don't know. That was just, yeah. Okay, so literary fiction and classics. What's a classic book that you are meaning to get into but haven't yet? Wuthering Heights. It's on my to read list for the year. I might look into an audiobook though, just because with my time constraints, I've been working so much. Like they recently almost doubled my hours. So yeah. The Busy Bee. What book would you like to share with all your friends? This is a tough one. I'd like to recommend Becoming by Michelle Obama for people who like memoirs, The Expanse series for sci-fi, or World War Z. Although I don't really want to scare people more now that we're in a pandemic. So I don't know. Maybe just The Expanse series. Um, and like for romance, the Reluctant Royals series by Alyssa Cole, I think. Oh, I might have to check that. Influencer number 7. If you could have influenced an author to make a different decision in a book, what would it have been? I would have influenced Louisa May Alcott to have Joe marry Teddy, or Lori. I really want a movie adaptation to fix that. I think the most recent adaptation was pretty good in trying to establish a more solid base for Amy and Lori, but I don't know. I just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I've never been able to get over that ending that she ends up with Professor Bear. And like in the Winona one book, Winona, what's her last name? Oh god, I can't remember. Winona Ryder. There you go. That version, the man that she ends up with is like in his 40s, and like in the new version, he's like a contemporary of, well, he's got to be in his late 20s probably. So they fixed that. Professor Bear was like much younger in the new one, so that I liked that. But I still really want to see an adaptation make it so that Joe ends up with Lori. Okay, the birthday wish. What book do you want for your birthday? Well, so I don't celebrate my birthday, I think I want to turn this into a random gift. I'd love anything by N.K. Jemisin and a physical copy, preferably the whole trilogy. Okay, just putting that out there. The invite. Who are you inviting to your booktube party? Tag some friends to share cake with. Okay, I'm gonna invite. I think I'll put up a graphic with all the little pictures and their names. But thanks for watching.